She did it! Amara has discovered a new spell, De-deathify. Hi everybody, this is LadySweetTart and welcome back to Of Magic and Mystery. So it is a Monday afternoon in Glimmerbrook and we join Amara and Slade. Slade is here loving on Merlin as if we needed another excuse to simp over Slade, or maybe it's just me. And then Amara is wanting to kiss Slade. So what's interesting is when I started playing with them off camera, she did get the whim to become engaged to Slade. So I went ahead and pinned that. But yeah, she is definitely developing some pretty strong feelings for Slade right now. Once it gets to be dark, I am going to send these two to the realm. If you remember the last time, Slade had a pretty big bomb dropped on him when he found out that the Sage Simeon, sorry, I almost called him Simon. Simeon, I was saying his name wrong last episode. It's Simeon. I had never seen that name before. I just assumed it was another way of spelling Simon, but it's not. It is Simeon. So anyway, we had a pretty big bomb dropped on us and Slade, last episode when Simeon revealed that he had actually not only known Slade's mom when she was alive, but that they were friends. So I definitely think that they would want to be going to the realm and finding a little bit more information about all that. And obviously Amara is going to want to increase her untamed magic skill. We did get her up to a master last time, but we want to get her up to a virtuoso, and I believe that is when she gets to learn the De-deathify spell to bring her father back. Angelo is calling Amara. Oh, that is so sweet. He says, I miss you so much, sis. If you really do love your brother, you would come over and see me. I'm sorry, Angela, but we really are busy. However, I'm going to show you on the calendar, we do have Winterfest coming up, and we are going to see the whole family spend Winterfest together. Well, I say the whole family, but the whole family minus Haven, who obviously can't join on account of being in jail. But the rest of them, we're going to be seeing spend some time together. And actually, we will be in the A+ Life household for that. And I definitely have something special planned for the family's Winterfest celebration. So have your eye open on that. Also, just want to say a quick apology for taking a little bit longer to upload this episode. This past week has been a holiday week in the United States. We had Thanksgiving, and with the new pack coming out and everything else, it just seemed like it made sense to kind of take a little bit of a break. But we are back, and I am so excited to be playing this, and I hope you guys are too. Also, really quick, thank you guys so much for all the love in the premiere episode. I really was surprised, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Roughhousing encouraged? I don't think so. See, we weren't in this household most of the time for voting. We were with the Del Sol gang, and we were with Angelo and Amelia. So you know what? Yeah, we're going to repeal it. Wait, what are the other ones? Self-sufficiency, that's fine. I don't think we need fun-loving community either. I don't think that's really beneficial to either of them. And then we are also going, no. I didn't mean to, whoops. I wasn't trying to get rid of that one. It's rough housing encouraged. I guess I can bring the other one back. What was it? Self-sufficiency. There we go. Okay. So I think we're all caught up here. I love that these two are just being so cute and romantic with each other. And Amara was in a romantic mood, and it looks like Slade is now in a romantic mood too. I definitely think these two are starting to get some pretty strong feelings for each other. Also, something I did not mention, I just noticed as she walked past and it was really close up. Something I did not mention in the last episode, but I actually changed for this series. I changed Amara's eyes to a purple color. They're naturally this really dark brown, like a black almost. The reason I did that is I thought it would be kind of cool, like the idea that she has gotten so deep into magic that somehow it has sort of changed her a little bit physically, and now the magic kind of comes through in her eye color. I did it by using the contacts, face makeup type of eye color. So genetically in the game, she still has the dark brown. But yeah, I just thought that would be a cool idea to kind of give her this almost unnatural eye color to kind of show just how deep she's gotten into the magic. And honestly, I think it just looks so great on her. So I'm just going to have these two have a quick little dinner really quick, and then we will send them out to the realm. Okay, so Amara and Slade have made it to the realm. We are going to see if we can find Morgyn, because that is who Amara needs to work with to get her Untamed magic higher. I don't see him yet. However, we can definitely send her up and hopefully he will show up. And Slade wants to do a little bit of research. Oh no, he just crashed. I guess broom flying is harder than it looks, guys. But yeah, Slade wants to do a little bit of research. First of all, as we have talked about before, he and Amara love their books. They're both bookworms. The other reason is he wants to try to find more information out about what happened with his mom. And so since we have no sign of Simeon here, he decides, let's just turn to the books and see what I can find out. And it looks like Amara is doing the same. So they are just both going through, just trying to find out anything they can about what could have happened to Bethany. Oh, and is this Morgyn? It is. He must have just known. Ask to teach untamed magic. And then we will have him teach an untamed magic spell. Guys, she did it. Amara has discovered a new spell, De-deathify. This means that Amara could potentially bring her father back. However, because of the kind of spell that it is, I think it's probably best that we get her up to the highest rank before we would attempt it. Because I do think there can be some unwanted side effects, we will say, and the spell failing. I'm not really sure, but I think that can happen. Amara does have the ancient bloodline, but I still think we don't want to take any chance. And Slade is still over here just reading away, trying to find out whatever he can about what could have happened to his mother. So Amara just got a sentiment about Morgyn. And her sentiment is impressed. I haven't seen this one before. It says, Morgyn sure knows what he is doing, and Amara has nothing but respect. That sounds like Amara. She would definitely be respectful and impressed by someone helping her. So she can also ask him to teach a potion recipe. And it says, discuss overcharge risks. So we're going to have her talk to him about that. Talk about potion mishaps. I don't know if any of those help. She does have the potion of perk purging, which I think would probably allow you to change a magical perk. Like when we picked her perks last time, like if you wanted to change one, I'm guessing that's what it does. We're going to have her ask him for more magical training. I think that does help her rank here. I mean, it's gone up a little bit since we've been here. So it's getting close to sunrise, and Slade has basically been researching all night. And he comes across this tome and finds some very interesting information. So before they go home, he decides to quickly slip it into his inventory. So Amara and Slade are home, and Slade decides to show Amara just what he found inside the book. which was a picture with a big clue about his mother and how she died. Okay, guys, seriously, I promise I will stop simping over Slade one of these days. I promise. But he's so friggin' cute. So what Slade found in the Spellcaster tome was a picture of a ghost. And the ghost looked exactly like Bethany's ghost. And in the tome, the ghost was a spellcaster who died of an overcharge. So if you paid attention to Bethany's ghost, Bethany did die of an overcharge. Bethany was a spellcaster, and that somewhat explains how she knew Simeon. However, I think that's not really going to be enough for Slade. I definitely think Slade is going to want to go to Simeon and try to get some more answers. But he does now know how his mom died, and he also knows how he became a spellcaster. He inherited it from his mother. But it's morning, so that means it's these two lovebirds' bedtime. And they're just doing a little cuddling before they settle into bed. And as they are doing so, Amara kind of makes a comment like she sometimes doesn't understand why somebody like Slade would be with someone like her. You know, Amara has always had some insecurities, especially having an older sister like Faith, who kind of made her feel bad about herself because she wasn't very nice to her. And, you know, Amara is a little bit thicker. You know, I think she has spent a good portion of her life kind of comparing herself to her mom and her sister. And even though she's a much better person than either of them, I think she has sometimes felt a little bit insecure about her looks because she just doesn't typically focus as much on her appearance. It's just never been super important to Amara. However, with someone like Slade, I think she just feels a little bit insecure, partly because he is such a gorgeous man, but also because Slade has a little bit more, what's a good way to say this, experience than Amara. We'll just put it that way. You know, Slade was a little bit more wild when they were teens, and Amara is very innocent and just doesn't have any romantic experience outside of Slade. And I think there are times that she just feels really insecure, and I think this is one of those times. So Slade, being such a good boyfriend to Amara and being so madly in love with her, I think he's going to reassure her, and so I'm going to have him compliment her appearance as kind of a way of saying, hey, you look great, I think you're gorgeous, you have no reason to be insecure. Which, of course, she seems to be taking well. And I think he's also going to reassure her of his feelings for her. He is going to profess his undying love for her. Basically telling Amara, you know, you are the only one for me. You have nothing at all to worry about. Nothing at all to worry about, apparently. Absolutely nothing to worry about. But it is now 10:30 in the morning, so I think these two lovebirds are ready to go to sleep for the night. Well, for the day, I should say. Okay, so it's the next evening. It's actually about 8 o'clock at night, and I think they're both doing pretty good on their needs, so I think I'm going to go ahead and send them both over to the realm. Because as you remember, Slade has something that he wants to confront Simeon about. So Slade is here and he's confronting Simon like, look, I know how my mom died. I know she died of an overcharge, and I know you knew her, and I want to know what happened. I have a right to know what happened to my own mother, and you're going to tell me. And Simeon is like, look, I tried to help your mom. I tried to help her with that spell, but she died anyway. Your mom was a very special lady. I'm really sorry, but I can't talk about this anymore. And with that, Simon once again takes off, leaving Slade with even more questions, and not really having gotten the answers he was after, which of course has him feeling very frustrated. So Amara comes over and sits next to Slade, and decides to try to comfort him a little bit. You know, she obviously heard the whole conversation because she was right there while they were talking. But guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and send them home for the night. I mean, it's only 1 in the morning, so it's still pretty early, relatively speaking, in terms of the realm. But if you look on the calendar, the next day, well, actually today in the game, is Winterfest. And I do want to do something in the next episode of that A+ life involving the whole entire family, including Amara and Slade. So I'm going to go ahead and send them both home and make it a little bit earlier of a night than what they normally have. Okay, so I just got them home and this came up and said, Amara has discovered a new spell, Minionize. How did that happen? She must have been practicing magic while Slade was talking to Simeon or something. Like this just random, like just now. She got the Minionize spell. Now, granted, I don't think Amara would use that. Let's see what it is. Yeah, control another Sim's mind and bend them to your will. I can't see Amara using that. But yeah, she got it somehow just by being at the realm. Like I said, she must have asked somebody like to teach her a spell, or she must have got it practicing or something. She must have been doing something behind the scenes to get that. So now that they're back home, they are discussing what they found out from Simeon. And Amara points out just how emotional Simeon was. And Slade's like, well, you know, he did say that they were friends. And Amara's saying that she is pretty sure she even saw some tears in Simeon's eyes when he left. And it does make him wonder just exactly what Bethany meant to Simeon. And Amara makes the comment that it seems like every time they get close to some good info, Simeon takes off. So it seems like there's some things that he doesn't want them to know. In specific, things that he doesn't want Slade to know. But anyway, I saw that Slade had a whim that he wants to embrace Amara, so I'm going to go ahead and let him do that. I think this would be a time when he would probably appreciate a little bit of extra reassurance from Amara anyway. You know, it's funny, earlier in the episode, we saw Slade giving Amara reassurance, and now it's the other way around. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's an interaction that is ask for reassurance. So let me see if I can find that. Yeah, right here. Ask for reassurance. I think it might be a slice of life thing, but I'm not really sure. Oh, it says you are really beautiful today, Amara. I don't think I tell you that enough. Do you find me attractive? So it was sort of like he was finding a way to reassure her as he was asking for the reassurance for him. So anyway, guys, Oh, and one more thing. Before I end the episode, I have been thinking, and Amara has Merlin as her familiar. I'm sort of thinking we should get Slade a familiar too. So let me know what you guys think about that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end it off here, guys, with these two being so sweet and romantic with each other. So I want you to let me know in the comments below what your theory is about Simeon and what exactly he meant when he talked about trying to help Bethany. But if you watch my other series, have no fear because we will be seeing more of Amara and Slade in the next episode of that A+ life, because we're going to kind of combine all of them for that special Winterfest episode. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment below. I always love hearing what you have to say. It honestly makes my day. Okay, I hope these guys aren't going into woohoo. Just a bed makeout, okay. I'll allow them to do that. I'll see you later. Bye.
Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents. But it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can can come home to. Yes, I